Guys, so I've posted two videos, and normally I hear that people do a before video where they tell a little bit about themselves. Well, I'll tell you my age and everything, but I'm not gonna tell you where I live, because that's just personal. But my name is Caitlin. I am 15. I have one older brother who is now 18. And my favorite hobby to do that I've been doing for 13 years now is dance. I dance it's not a very popular dance school, but I love it. We do competitions. We travel once a year to go do competitions. We have recitals at my school, and it's very fun. We have classes once a week, so I'm not as a professional dancer as a lot of people are, but I'm proud of what I do. I'm proud of who my friends are and everything. I have gone through some issues where I have been bullied most of my life because of the way I talk or my hair, because I have like really messy curly hair and it's very thick, and because of my weight. Right now I am overweight for my age and my height because I'm only 5 feet tall, which I take after my dad from. But they pick on me about it a lot, and it always used to get to me. But over the years, saying I am in 10th grade and it's been happening since kindergarten, I've got used to it. I've learned to ignore it. I don't let it get to me, and if it starts to get bad, I'll go to a teacher or the principal or one of my friends that will help me. And a lot of people, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but a lot of people go through hard times when they fight with their best friend that they've known for a long time, and then they'll never be friends again. Well, my one best friend, we have had many fights, especially the summer that we just had, saying it's now September. And um I she's like my cousin. It's a long story, but and my parents have known her mom even since before we were born. So we ended up having class together in 2nd grade, and her name's Louie, and I feel bad because I joke around with her a lot because she's very tall and skinny and everything, and I didn't realize how much when I joked around and I didn't really mean it. I never knew how much it really hurt her. And I did something, and then she stopped talking to me, and I confronted her before that because she she tends to ignore me sometimes to talk to boys, but obviously I don't. It gets to me because I feel like she ignores me, and especially because she hangs out with my brother and everything. But I talked to her about it because I told her that I didn't like how she would hang out with the boys and not me, or she would ignore me for them. And we ended up getting in a fight. And when I confronted her about it, and we stopped talking, and I apologized, but after that she didn't talk to me for about 2 weeks, and I swear I sent her over 100 text messages, and of course she has the iPhone, and at the time I had the iPod, which now I have an iPad, and I texted her at least over 100 times apologizing, and I tried having people ask why she was upset with me, which I know you're not supposed to do, but I really wanted to know what I did wrong so I can think about it and think what my actions can do. And um, she ended up talking to my aunt, who's 21, and told her that I joke around a lot and it hurts, and I didn't know it because she never told me. So then I felt really, really bad, I apologized over and over again. And then she ended up making a Facebook status saying that you can apologize as many times as you want, but it's not going to change anything. And my cousins, because I was babysitting, they were very upset because they loved her and they love hanging out with her and me. And they were just upset because we weren't friends at the time. And the night she made the Facebook status, I ended up, and I'm not very close with my mom, but I ended up in tears for the longest time. I called my boyfriend, I called my aunt, I called my friend that I dance with, and then I called my mom. And, I realized that I need to give her time. So I sent her one last text message saying, I'm going to give you time, think about it. I'm thinking about what I did wrong. I didn't know it hurt you that much. And that I would do anything to make it up. So then a couple days later, she texted me saying, fine, whatever, I forgive you. I didn't like that much, but at least we were friends again. And we have this special connection where we can be mad at each other, but she'll end up forgiving me. And I feel like the luckiest girl in the world for that, because not a lot of people do that. But we had like I said, we had a class in second grade, and then we didn't have a class together till sixth grade, and we ended up talking more and texting, and then she's like the person that I hang out with the most. But the thing I realize is when I have an issue and I want to talk about it, she doesn't really care and she doesn't want to talk about it. But then when she has an issue, I'm there for her. I'll do anything for her, even if it's just to listen, which I think is unfair, but we talked about it and it's gotten a lot better. We talk about our problems all the time. I'm like, if you have an issue with me that I'm doing something wrong, just please tell me, because I don't, so I can learn from my mistakes. I have made a lot of mistakes in my past, and I never realize it till I get caught or called out or in trouble for. I'm not the very smartest person. I used to be really bad in all my subjects. I'll refuse to do homework. And I realized when I got older that my grades count for when I go to college, if I want to go to college and to continue and to have my whole life ahead of me, that I need to focus on my academics before hanging out with friends, even dance. I have to do all of my academic stuff before dance or I can't go. And, you know, especially seeing my boyfriend where we've had issues where, because we have been dating for almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years on October 15th. And we've had a lot of issues and we talk it out. There's been a girl involved where she was telling me all these things, but I confronted him about it and it really upset me, but I found out it wasn't true. But there's times where I got grounded to where I couldn't see him and it hurt. But basically the main thing about me is I can be a troublemaker. I'm not the perfect child, but then again, nobody's perfect, even though how much they want to think they are. It's not true. It never will be. I just don't like it how people think that they're all that and they're better than everybody and they're so perfect, and they're not. But there's a lot of people showing everybody their good side, and you never know what's going on at home. And basically, other than this is about me, I'm trying to give out a message that think about how much your actions can affect somebody. Like, I'm not telling exactly like what happened. There was an issue with my brother the other week where it got my parents fighting, and it got me in tears and him all upset. But it's gonna affect other people of what you do, no matter how much you think it will. And like with me not listening sometimes and doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I'll get yelled at and then I'll feel bad. And then the thing that affects me the most is when people say how much they hate bullying and how they can't stand how other people talk about other people behind their back, and they go ahead and they pick on other people and talk about people behind their back. And it really bothers me when people do that, because I'm not trying to be mean, but basically they're acting like they're two-faced, where, yeah, I admit it, I made up lies to see who my true friends were. Like I said, I was going to go move an hour and a half drive away, and it ended up getting to one of the teachers, which ended up telling the guidance counselor, and ended up calling my mom to see what was going on, and I got in trouble. And um I just I like I said, I've made a lot of bad mistakes, and I'm not gonna hold them against me. I'm just gonna forget about them and focus on my future and what I need to do right now, and not focus on what happened in the past. I learned to forgive and forget, no matter how much it hurt me. Like one of my friends called me Piggy and Stumpy, and she hits me, and I confronted her about it. I was like, I don't want you to be mad at me, but I don't like what you do that. Which, she still does it, just not as bad. Like the whole thing with my best friend, where I'll still joke around, but not as much. But, so, I know this is kind of long, and I keep on going on, and I say a lot. But, I hope you enjoy it. So, bye.